Miss Combos with Laura Newseth. Yahoo everyone, and welcome back to Miss Combos with Laura Newseth. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Project Sekai cards once again, but instead of me reacting to the Project Sekai cards, I'm gonna let the Colorful Palette team talk a little bit more about the cards. So for those of you that don't know, the Colorful Palette website does have a little blog section where the artists actually talk a little bit more about their inspiration for the cards and just give more of their feedback on the cards. So we can just hear directly from them. So let's start with the NF5. So they have an illustration production interview right here that I'm looking at. If you do use Google Chrome, you can automatically translate everything from the Japanese website into English, so it makes it very easy for me to read. If you have not yet read the NF5 story, don't want to get spoiled, maybe this is not your video, but if you're familiar with it or you watch my NF5 reaction video, it should be around the same thing. So let's scroll down and read about the overall concept for the NF5 cards. So the artist said that they wanted to focus on Enna's earnest attitudes and emotions as she thinks of her friends, while depicting the feelings for each of them. So they were also inspired by the sad and gentle atmosphere of the event song, Yowana ni Mitorete, that was added for the event and the scenes depicted in the 3D MV. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that the 3D MVs actually played a role in the event cards. I kind of thought those two teams kind of didn't interact with one another, and that most of the inspiration just came from the people that write the event story. So this is very interesting that they use the 3D MV for the song as inspiration for the card artwork. Oh, the costumes are sprinkled with elements that evoke the path the Night Court members have walked so far, as well as the mechanisms that reflect their current situation. Oh, that is so interesting. I carefully selected materials and colors so that you can feel both the kindness and strength that they possess, and the instability that they carry with them. So let's look at Enna's card. So, oh my god, this is so detailed. This is my first time scrolling through one of these blog posts. So, what they had to say about the composition and concept. So, Enna is smiling warmly as she holds out her hand. I wanted to draw Enna in a way that her feelings could be felt from everything that appears on the screen, which I feel definitely it was something that I did comment about this card when I was reacting to it, including her facial expressions and gestures, as well as the wind and sunlight. This is so specific. In the illustration before the training, Enna is looking down and her expression cannot be seen. In the illustration after the training, she looks up and you can see the expressions that you couldn't see before. Oh my god, I aim for an image that conveys Enna's honest feelings, and I can definitely see that. So for the costume, let's see. Oh wow, this is so cool. Okay, for the costume, I used a lot of soft textured materials to reflect Enna's feelings. I aimed for a design that conveys her kindness and tolerance with the silhouette of her outfit and the soft curves of her hairstyle. This time, I also tried to match the impression to the outfit she wore in the event. Oh, they went back when she first became a main character. Oh, they went back to her first focus event. That is so interesting. The outfit back then had her feelings painfully apparent in the paint and decorations. On the other hand, this time I aimed for a sophisticated and simple design to represent her now, a person whose doubts have been cleared. That is so cool to see. Now let's talk about the background, which, the background has all the cherry blossoms and is just very soft. So regarding the background, they were inspired by the event song. So they actually were listening to the song as they worked out the motif for the background. As the song title suggests, Yobana means flowers that bloom late in spring, and I wanted to reflect the feeling of the girls in this flower. So I focused on the depiction of cherry blossoms. I imagined cherry blossoms in the middle of falling, gorgeous but not extravagant, with a feeling of a little sadness and sorrow. Oh my god, I feel like this is what I honestly wanted to wanted to read. I know in the past I've been like mentioning that I want to pick the artist's brains, and this is exactly the type of like feedback that I wanted to see. So I'm gonna be like checking out their blog posts more consistently. I aimed for a background that conveys the feelings of a soft breeze and warm sunlight. About Mizuki's card, okay, this one's going to be very, very interesting because, of course, we all know the event that happened before NF5, which was Mizu 5, and we know the journey that Mizuki took. And in this event, Mizuki came back. So let's see what they had to say about Mizuki. In the illustration before the training, Mizuki was desperately trying to hide her tears. In the illustration after the training, she is not afraid to let the tears flow and is showing a crumpled smile. At the beginning of production, Mizuki was heavily shadowed by the cherry blossoms, reflecting the anxiety she spoke about in the event story. As the production progressed, we searched for a better way to support Mizuki's desire to be together, and after making a detailed adjustments to the lighting and overall atmosphere, we arrived at the current card basically, which is honestly very beautiful. And I do vaguely remember commenting on the Untrained card and how you could see the anxiety coming from Mizuki. Like, it was very apparent when looking at the Untrained card. So regarding the costume, I wanted to create an outfit that cherishes Mizuki's individuality and makes people feel that Mizuki is Mizuki. The design is full of cuteness with plenty of frills and ribbons, which Mizuki likes. The hairstyle is a refreshing short bob cut, as it is to refresh your mood. The short hair, which is shown for the first time in her post-training outfit, may be an expression of Mizuki's relief that no matter what hairstyle or outfit I'm in, I can be myself. Oh my god, that is honestly such a great explanation for the haircut too. And it makes sense. I mean, a lot of times when people go from having long hair to short hair, they often describe the feeling of feeling like free or liberated. So it makes sense that for NF5, Mizuki was portrayed with a short bob cut after she felt more liberated. As for the background, Anna and Mizuki are standing facing each other in the same place with a cherry blossom branch between them. For this reason, I paid particular attention to the detail and consistency of the drawings so that it would be clear that the cherry blossom branches in front of Anna and Mizuki are two sides of the same thing. Just like Anna, the soft sunlight is shining in, but I made Mizuki's temperature look a little bit cooler. To match Mizuki's feeling, I imagined the wind blowing to be a little cold, as if the winter had just turned into spring. That is so poetic. I absolutely love the way the artist is speaking about these cards, and even just like greeting their interview. I can tell that so much love, care, and attention is being put into these like newer Project Sekai cards. It's very, very apparent, and it makes me like love and appreciate the cards even more. So now let's take a look at Meiko's card, which I absolutely love when I first saw this image. So about the composition and concept. Up until now, Meiko has often shown a cool expression or a cold expression in the empty Sekai. They translated a little bit weird. This time, Meiko steps out a little more than before, pushing Anna and Mizuki forward, and we see a new expression on her face. Her gaze on the cherry blossom and the way she stands close to them reflect Meiko's feelings for Anna and Mizuki. With lighting that exudes gentleness and tranquility, which I did comment when I first saw this image, like she just looks very different from the night court Meiko that we have seen in the past. So they aimed for a chic, atmospheric photo that conveys Meiko's poignant, I think, emotions. I think that's how you say the word. As for the costume, she has the slenderest silhouette of the four and designed vibes that give off a calm and mature vibe, which I can definitely tell. Her loosely curled hair is worn down on one side, adding to the soft impression. At a first glance, the design is simple, but in keeping with Meiko's image as someone who gives you a push from behind, that design is full of glamorous elements when viewed from behind. The design on the back is reminiscent of a butterfly taking flight and contains Meiko's hopes that everyone will be able to spread their wings and fly even more from now on. That is beautiful. And yeah, I did not notice the butterfly on her back, but now that I see it, wow, that is incredible. That is so cool, and definitely a detail that I completely missed when I was first reacting to the cards. As for the background, I wanted to create a background that would capture the gentle and beautiful atmosphere of Meiko standing among the cherry blossoms. I paid particular attention to how the sunlight filtered through the trees and the shadows fell, and tried to create a stylish shot. The road in the distance is foggy but somehow bright, which may be because Meiko wishes for the future of all members of Night Court. That is so cool. I'm really enjoying just going through this interview. We also do have a reaction on Kanade's card, which was a 3-star card for this event that was absolutely beautiful. So for Kanade's card, regarding the composition and the concept, Kanade is an image of a quiet night, like when a big event has ended and you are returning to your daily life. I captured a calm and fantastical moment with Kanade's long hair beautifully fluttering in the gentle wind. The fluffy falling cherry blossom petals give off a sense of joyful, I'm going to say dynamic, dynamism. I haven't heard of that word, which I think is because they express Kanade's joy at being able to gather with the 4 of them again as usual. As for Kanade's costume, Kanade likes functional clothes, which is very apparent. So we adjusted her outfit to be comfortable to wear and easy to move in. To achieve this, we made her dress in a more casual silhouette while still matching the atmosphere of the other 3. Although the design is simple, we added puff sleeves and lace to the skirt to add a cute and soft touch. And for the background of Kanade's card, I tried to create a beautiful ethereal impression with the, oh my god, they're really poetic with this wording. A beautiful ethereal impression with the cherry blossoms around Kanade which suit her. I sprinkled in the element of reminiscing in a place where Enna and Mizuki return to, where everyone at Night Court is, the empty Sekai, and adjusted the colors. Although she is depicted deeper in the night than the other 3, she has a gentle and warm impression, and I drew her with the image of a landscape that exudes Kanade's feelings. And for the final thoughts about the whole card set. This event story depicts Enna and Mizuki, who have been struggling until now making their own decisions. I wanted to portray Enna's thoughts and emotions Mizuki showed, and the current state of Night Court members after going through all of that. I wanted to reflect the characters' feelings and details, so if you pay attention to the wind blowing, the warm sunlight, and the emotions that seep out from the details, you may discover something new. I hope you will continue to watch over Night Court members as they move forward clumsily, but with all their might. I know a lot of you have told me that you guys really enjoy hearing my card reactions and just me like analyzing and appreciating the card artwork, but hearing the artist just speak so kindly about the characters and the cards that they worked on, I really enjoyed it. And if you guys wanted me to read through more of these interviews and showcase the artists themselves, please let me know in the comments. I would be more than happy to just go through other interviews as well and just kind of pick apart their brains. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be seeing you guys very soon in my next video. Bye bye!